got the call, responded to the search hall, and was tasked to be deployed by helicopter to the summit of Mount Becher and perform a search from the top down to the Wood Mountain parking lot, searching for any sort of sign along the way. I was with one of my SAR colleagues, Darren Boss. So on the way up to the summit of Mount Becher, we did a cursory search from the air to see if we could have a quick spot of our subject. That was unsuccessful, so we deployed to the summit and started working our way down, looking for any sort of signs and also calling out Terry's name. Well, based on the reports from the family, they had made their way down, the family and friends, they had started making their way down and lost track of Terry somewhere between the summit and the parking lot. So we decided to start from the top, and it's a little bit faster to search top down, and that's the strategy that we were using. So walking down from the summit, we're looking for any signs of our subject. So that could be the subject themselves, could be some footprints, could be a piece of discarded clothing or personal item, kind of looking for anything and everything related to a person traveling through the area. Yeah, definitely. So sign is a term that we use in tracking generally, and myself and the other member of my team, we've both kind of gone through the introductory tracking courses with the BC Tracking Association. We're looking for sign, and we're also looking for areas that we think sign might be. So at Mount Becher in this area, we have mixed trail conditions with not only bare rock, but also soft soil as well. So we're looking at any sort of areas that someone might have left a footprint behind. So we focused in on a particular decision point, a trail junction, and we paused there to take a look at the ground, and we did see some fresh sign. We thought, this is interesting. Yeah, we saw something. Someone had clearly traveled in this area recently. We didn't know specifically that it was our subject. We just knew that it was a person. Not totally sure that it was our subject or not at this point. We didn't know the type of footwear that Terry was wearing. So we just knew that it looked like maybe a lightweight hiker or perhaps a trail shoe. We found the sign, we marked it off and radioed it into our command structure so that they could make a decision on where they wanted to direct the search efforts from there, which looked like it was traveling down towards Boston Lake, which is a key decision point in this area. And the SAR managers requested us to continue our search in that direction while they worked on getting some additional resources, I believe. So we performed our initial search down the trail. We tried to keep looking for sign. The trail conditions made it difficult to follow the sign, so we just continued in the direction down towards Boston Lake, calling out for our subject and looking for any sort of clues that might be around as well. We followed the trail for probably about 10 minutes or so until there was some other resources nearby. Yes, there was also a helicopter searching the area, and I believe they directed their efforts towards the direction of Boston Lake at that time. Yeah, so when they spotted from the air, it's a bit of a mix of emotions, a little bit of excitement, perhaps a little bit of relief, but not fully, because we know that the task isn't over until we've delivered that subject back to their loved ones, and that hadn't happened yet.